let's talk retro Konami. Welcome back guys, it's Geek here. Yes, on the previous video we talked about the possibility of there being a Castlevania Anniversary Collection coming out, and I kind of thought it was weird because it's like 33 years since Castlevania came out, so it's a weird time to choose it. But the registration of the name looked legit, so it did seem like we were going to get something. And now it transpires it's not just a Castlevania Anniversary Collection or whatever you want to call it. It's actually a Konami 50th Anniversary Collection. There's 3 of them. That makes far more sense. Yes, as you can see on the official site, it says play Konami's all-time classics on your favourite platforms. Anniversary Collection for Konami 50th on PS4, Xbox, Steam and Nintendo Switch, so it's on anything, which is pretty cool. Dive back into the action. In celebration with the 50th anniversary since Konami was founded, this Anniversary Collection series highlights many of the iconic arcade games and classic console titles that have been loved by fans throughout the years. Konami welcomes everyone, from those who are glued to their CRT TVs or the arcade machines back in the day to first-time players to enjoy part of our history. So they don't mind if you grew up playing these games or this is the first time you're doing it, they want you to be able to play them. Now I've talked about ROMs and emulators before. I did, I think it was a 4-part series of me creating my own retro console and had a little Raspberry Pi in there and it's running RetroPie, so you can play games, of course only if you've got the legitimate copy as well. And the thing is, I think you should be able to play ROMs if they're abandoned. Can you imagine if there was books which were no longer sold officially and you couldn't ever read them? So just because the original publisher isn't publishing them anymore, you can't get hold of those books, you can't read them. That would be a crime, right? That's what could happen to abandoned games. You'd only be able to read what they were about on Wikipedia. You'd never be able to play them. And that's not right. So when a game is abandoned, you should be able to play it. If they choose to reintroduce the game in a certain way, then, you know, fair enough, they're trying to reclaim the license, they're trying to say, look, the game isn't abandoned, we don't want you stealing it, here it is. And that's fine, as long as the price is right. I think personally it should be like £1 or $1 per old game. Maybe a little bit more if they're a bit bigger or, you know, they did really well or something like that, but in general it shouldn't be very much. In fact, what I think there should be is a proper subscription service where you can just pay a monthly fee to have access to thousands of titles. I know Nintendo have their own little thing and there is that going on, but usually they're very restrictive and they haven't just got everything. And releasing collection editions can be annoying for that reason because you only get a handful of games. However, this is better than at least those sort of classic consoles we get because you can play this on any kind of platform. So if I'm going to get any of these, I think I will get the Steam version personally. But let's not be too negative about collections because they do still sound great, and let's look at them now. So there are 3, like I said, this is the lineup. Coming April, so not long at all, is the arcade classics. Early summer is the Castlevania and Contra collections. So let's look at the arcade classics first. So April 18th 2019 for $20, so I presume it'll probably be £20 as well. I think that's a lot personally, but let's look at what they've got. It's got 8 games, so it's kind of expensive, kind of not. We've got Haunted Castle. What? That's like Castlevania, but not. Bit weird, but fair enough. Okay, we've got Typhoon, Nemesis, Gradius. That's good. Vulcan Venture, Life Force, Thundercross, Scramble, and Twin B. So yeah, it's just like Castlevania basically. Go away. Oh, we've got multiple. So it's a vertical shooter. That's a horizontal. That's a good game, that. And you know, I do like Gradius. And another horizontal shooter, which looks pretty cool. Another horizontal shooter. Again, sometimes it goes vertical. Ooh. What's this one? Yeah, okay. I'm getting a theme here. Yeah, there seems to be a lot of shooters. Currently, we've only got one adventure game because I know Twin B's a shooter as well. So basically, this just looks like a load of shooters and a Castlevania type game. I don't think that's great, especially not for £20. What's this bonus book? So the bonus book comes with like the scores and the leaflets which would have been in the boxes before, and some extra little stuff like that. So it's not terrible, but I don't know if that's a great list. What I am interested in is Castlevania Collection, for sure. There's no price yet, but I really want to get this on Steam, definitely. The first Konami Castlevania Collection is designed to be a completed collection around the origins of the historic franchise. Included is a unique ebook, okay, blah 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 blah, game list. Oh, okay. So there's gonna be 8 games. We don't know what these ones are yet. So we've got Castlevania the original, excellent. Castlevania 3, Dracula's Curse. Castlevania 2, Belmont's Revenge. Super Castlevania 4. One of these got to be Simon's Quest, surely. Because yeah, I mean this is a Game Boy game, which is fine, but we've got to have Simon's Quest on here. But yeah, got at least another 4. So I want this for sure. I presume it's going to be £20 again, or $20. But you know, it's not too bad. So you know, we're talking like £2.50 or $2.50 a game. That's not far off what I was saying. $1. I think these should be like $8 each, basically each pack. But it's not far off, and you know, you can keep it on Steam. You've not got the physical copy, but you can play it whenever you want, so it's not too bad. I mean, I'm pretty much sold. I'm pretty much going to get this no matter what. And then the Contra Collection. Did a playthrough of Contra the other day. Well, not the other day, but a little while ago back. I think it was maybe December on my channel, if you want to check it out. So what have we got here? Again, 8 games. This is cool. So the Contra Anniversary Collection brings the classic run and gun franchise back to modern platforms and a new generation of games. Grab power-ups, blah 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 blah. You all know about Contra. That's a great picture, that is. So we got Contra, yep, Super Contra, Super C, Contra 3, yep, that's what I'd expect. Another 4 of the retro ones seems a bit difficult, unless they're doing Pro Protector versions. There are some others that this might work, so it could be Contra Force, that was a NES game. Contra Hardcore, I remember that one actually, that was a Genesis game on Mega Drive, so that could be here, that was a pretty good one actually. And then there are a couple PlayStation titles, but I don't think they put them on there. They might do. They were not good in my opinion. It's kind of like 3D people running around. It just, for me, it wasn't really the same. But yeah, I think I'd be interested in this one as well. Presuming again it's going to be $20. Not too bad price. I think it should be a little bit cheaper, but they want to make money. The main point of this is, like I was saying earlier, is so they can say that no, these games aren't abandoned. We've still got the licenses. Don't steal. But as long as we can get them some way legitimately, and it's not too expensive, fair enough. Like I say, it's when they abandon them that you think, well, I want to play them. If you're not going to produce them anymore, then don't tell me not to play them. But I still just think there should be like a big service of loads of titles. I know there's issues with licenses, but every license they've got, they can have their platform. So Konami can have their retro platform, and you can each have one, and then you can play a subscription service, the one you think's best. I don't know, but it just feels strange that in this day and age we can't just play a game if you want to when it's a really old one. But anyway, I'm going to stop ranting about that now. Just wanted to bring you the news of the lineup. 3 of these are coming out. Arcade Classics coming soon. I think that's a bit personally, but up to you. These 2 I'm excited for, especially Castlevania. Definitely getting that one. So what about you? Do you think this is a good idea? Do you think it's a bit of a expensive way of doing it? You know, they're just making you pay for only a few games. Is that annoying to you? Or are you definitely going to get one of these? Let me know down below. So guys, if you like that, please click like. Make sure you're subscribed for more videos like this, and I'll see you on the next video. And until then, remember, the version of Contra, where it's Contra and they're super meatheads, is much better than the version when they're like robots, which is Pro Protector, in my opinion. Okay, bye. Guys, if you're still here, you're awesome! But as you are still here, why not check out some of my other videos? Oh, and if you haven't already, please click subscribe. Laters, haters.